CID family, and I believe on behalf of the entire police family, we look forward to continuing to being accountable to Parliament and being able to build on what we have so that we can have the Uganda we need, and a crime-free society basically. So it was very good for us in terms of, as you are all aware, we are answerable to the people of Uganda through their representatives. So occasionally when you see a whole committee of defense and internal affairs coming to check on what we do on the ground, for us that makes a lot of sense. It means that they are doing their work as an oversight function, but they are also able to come and understand what exactly we are doing on the ground. And for me, that was, first of all, the most important point today. Now, yes, I don't want to speak for them. They have already told you what they have seen around here. We were happy, like any other person, when your bosses technically come and tell you, I think you are on the right track. I think you are moving on the right path, and therefore do more. For me, that gave us hope. Now, on the challenges which came out, as they may have told you, there are things that we have inherited, we have been inheriting for quite a long time, and we need to address them. Like that issue of integrating our data. You find that there are so many databases in the country which they raised. Now, for you to have a good system to investigate, you must be able to integrate it so that it can be used quickly by anyone. I hope you understand. Now, that's not for CID alone to make a decision. It's good it came from them. Meaning we are now going to have a conversation on if there are any legal aspects, if there are any other policy issues to iron out, how are we able to access quickly all these databases to support our investigation. So I found that very, very encouraging and a good challenge. The other challenge which came out, which was really clear, was how do we digitalize? How do we have demonstrated to them the work which is already being done. And we appreciate the support they are giving us. So on behalf of this, I think that's all, guys.
So with the resource envelope, will you be able to achieve, because we are told the project may end next year around mid, would you be able to achieve that?
The crime data center which they have toured was supposed to actually take 1 year. And I think we have now gone by another, I think it was supposed to end in April, about 4 more months. And the new targets we anticipate by March next year. We shall call you here when we are really officiating as a new landmark for CID. So the money has never been enough, but you keep engaging. That's why you have seen the MPs are also looking at if they allocate our police engineering, that money, is it doing what they have told them? And they have been around, all of them, our engineers, very competent team. And they have explained to them, they have shown them what they have done. So me as an end user, as a director CID, I'm happy when there's that interface, and then it makes my process of getting my working space faster for my officers.
Lastly, from your funding, remember the report, the last year's report, annual crime report, the ratio of CID officers to the population was really very big. Currently, what measures are you putting in to ensure that you close that gap?
We have had an internal discussion. First of all, to do some internal recruitment. And the police leadership has looked into this. So at an appropriate time, the first immediate measure, we are going to internally try to beef up the numbers within the police family first. And then as today we discussed with them, criminals have migrated. I've said this so many times. We are now talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about people operating all these digital spaces and committing crime. So we must, of necessity, get this facility running as soon as possible so that we are able to answer to the demands of the population. We are able to quickly solve those cases which are in that space. And when we do that, I can assure you, Uganda will be a very, 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 very peaceful society for any person. I have been telling my colleagues, for us to test the effectiveness of what we are doing, we should be able to walk on the streets minus uniform. And I say that's the only measure we can have. So even when we have done so much and the crime rate has gone down, we are not satisfied when we hear that somebody has been stoned and he has died. It means we still have a lot of work to do. So why we are doing what we are doing is basically to build on the current efforts so that we can make Ugandans more proud of us.